New Year's resolution? Play even more games. And here are the ones we're most excited for in 2021. 2020 was an incredible year for games, and there's plenty that will still be playing well into 2021. But with the new year, there's already that itch to discover something new. We're not saying we're totally done with all those other games, but we are very much excited to see what comes next. And what a lot we have to look forward to. The Logi team have put our heads together and come up with everything we can't wait to play this year. Speaking of, if you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest in gaming, then make sure to subscribe to Logitech G and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. For now though, in no particular order, are the games we're most excited for in 2021.
They're coming. Who is?
Everyone's favourite bold-headed, bar-coded assassin with a number for a name, sorry 18, better luck next year, is back. And we can't wait to see what gorgeous tropical getaways and architecturally stunning mansions are going to be the backdrop to poisoning some bloke's cup of tea. Hitman 2 saw us jetting out to New Zealand, popping the top button off our crisp white shirt in Sapienza, and pulling off a double assassination at a busy racetrack in Miami. So far, the trailers have promised us new locations, and some welcome additions to Agent 47's arsenal. There are new guns, sure, but we all know the true joy of Hitman comes from getting the most ridiculous, unorthodox kills possible. When Ubisoft first revealed that teaser trailer, you know, the one where Daddy Giancarlo pulled the pin on a live grenade in his son's hand. We weren't sure whether to laugh, cry, or squeal with excitement. We actually ended up doing all three at once, and the noise was bizarre. Ever since then, rumours have been flying as to how Far Cry 6 might link to the previous games in the series. What we are sure of, however, is that the fictional streets of Yara look like the perfect setting for the next action-packed installment of the Far Cry series. And I know we've said it before, but Giancarlo Esposito is in the game. It truly bears repeating. Because in a franchise known for its wonderfully despicable villains, we cannot wait to see what obstacles El Presidente is going to put in our way. We've had many Batman games to enjoy over the years, and don't get me wrong, I'm very happy about grappling onto gargoyles and solving mysteries from the shadows. But I can also tentatively say I'm even more excited for a trip into the DC universe with some new heroes to play. The Bat family's finest are out, with Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, Dick Grayson as Nightwing, Jason Todd's Red Hood, and Tim Drake as Robin. And if you are wanting an Avengers, or should I say Justice League, style team-up, then let me get to the best part. You can play the entire game in what looks like drop-in, drop-out co-op where you and a friend team up to dish out some vigilante justice. So your dream team can come together in full comic crossover glory. This looks like a very different direction for DC games, and I have my batarangs gripped at the ready for 2021.
The town strikes you dead.
This isn't the first time we've seen a village pop up in a Resident Evil game, but it sure is looking like the weirdest time. Resident Evil 8 is a snowy, creepy, occult place full of who knows what. Some kind of zombie? Probably. Vampires? Looks like it. Many other deadly things? Most definitely. There's maybe even werewolves if the dark form scuttling past the house at top speed is anything to go by. Village is clearly something very different, but it's not all totally new. Protagonist Ethan is back again, and just look at this ornate and mysterious mansion, or more accurately, entire castle, to get lost and puzzle through. And most definitely discover some horrible secrets. Clues have been scattered through the trailers, fans have been furiously piecing theories together, and now we're just waiting to take a crunchy footstep through the dark, snowy story.
No! Friendly. Who are you?
If you haven't heard of Deathloop, you're in for a treat. It's an impossibly stylish action-adventure from Arcane Studios, who are behind games like Dishonored and Prey. Set in the mysterious island of Blackreef, you play as an assassin tasked with ending a time loop that's holding the island hostage. You have 8 targets you need to eliminate. However, there's also a rival assassin hunting you to ensure the time loop stays intact. Deathloop isn't just a first-person shooter, it looks like something exciting and different. The game promises there'll be plenty of paths you can take to complete your objective. So whether you're already in a Hitman state of mind and want to play stealthy, or you're more of a run-in guns blazing type of player, you'll have plenty of opportunities to try it all. And did we mention how good it looks? May 2021 cannot come soon enough. Being a vampire in real life would probably be pretty tedious, all pulling the blackout blinds and trips to the butchers. So we really have to thank the medium of video games for letting us enjoy the life of a bloodsucker painted in the most vivid and frightening colours. Bloodlines 2, like the original 2004 game, is set in a version of our modern day that's engagingly close to reality. With the minor proviso that ancient clans of vampires vie for supremacy each night as we lay there dreaming about Netflix and hoarding all our blood in our own circulatory systems like greedy mortals. It was a precarious alchemy of brilliant quest writing and world building that made the original such an enduring cult hit, and we're expecting an RPG that not only holds itself to those same standards this time, but one that also knows how to handle itself in a fight, a bit of a weakness in the oldie. Oh, and this one's set in Seattle, rather than LA like the last time, a city we don't often get to explore in games, much less as an undead creature of the night. Was that Bill Gates in the background? Master Chief is back. Everyone's favourite faceless space warrior is on a mission to save humanity once again. From what we've seen so far, the game is set on a vast and mysteriously damaged Halo that's surely swarming with aliens to blast. We've enjoyed the nostalgia of the Halo Master Chief collection this year, but we're yearning for a whole new adventure, as well as some intense multiplayer battles. Reportedly, the multiplayer part of the game will be a separate free-to-play affair, which means everyone will be able to jump in and enjoy Halo's outstanding weapons and beautifully designed arenas. The game has been delayed a few times, but we should expect it to arrive in autumn 2021. Sometimes it's good to be bad. Evil Genius casts you as a villainous mastermind plotting world domination. You manage your criminal empire from the security of your custom-designed base and recruit goons to complete your nefarious plans. Ultimately, you need to create a doomsday device that forces the whole world to bend to your will. But until then, you need to lay traps to stop James Bond-type spies from infiltrating your precious lair. We're looking forward to being evil in this darkly humorous strategy game. The original Evil Genius was a cult favourite in 2004, and a sequel is long overdue. Bring on 2021.
I will do more than avenge Italy.
We honestly could have added this game for the title alone. Such a good name. But it also looks incredibly fun. This mystery is set in the heart of Tokyo, where citizens have disappeared and the streets are filled with supernatural creatures. It's like all the creepiest Japanese urban legends come to life in one game. But this isn't some survival horror. You have power to defeat each and every weird apparition. The combat system has been described as karate meets magic, which sounds just as cool as it looks from the trailers. But despite being able to blast the incoming weirdos, some of them still seem terrifying to face. A schoolgirl backflipping at you and then screaming in a mouth surrounded by hair is not what you want when trying to visit a park. Or even on a ghost hunt. There is no situation where that is okay.
Fear the unknown. Attack it.
There's been some kind of gentleman's agreement in the 4X genre for years now. You can steal all Civ's mechanics, just set your game somewhere else, like space or an alien planet. Not so with Humankind from developer Amplitude, whose pitch seems to be Civ, but more. Not only do you guide a tribe of people from earliest days of nomadic settlements through ancient civilizations and up to modern day. Here, you get to define the culture of that people in each distinct historical era. And those decisions carry over too. So you can create hybrid cultures that cherry-pick the best bits of history as you see it. Or an absolutely obnoxious pack of morons whose heritage embodies the worst of it. Up to you. Also, there's a graceful beauty to the look of it, isn't there? And as we all know from hearing Sean Bean's voice lines over and over and over again in Civ 6, a relaxing atmosphere is half the battle here. The other one, of course, is packing all human history into a coherent strategy game experience. But there's every sign Humankind is managing it. And finally, because it is nigh on impossible to narrow down all of the incredible titles coming our way into just 10 of the best, we've also included some honorable mentions. It's definitely not cheating, we promise. Firstly, we have Sable, a beautifully animated open-world exploration game that spans deserts and ruins, all the while set to a mesmerizing soundtrack. Next, Backbone, a detective noir where you interrogate and investigate as Private Eye Howard Loter, a raccoon in a trench coat. Then, Book of Travels, an enchanting online RPG unlike any we've seen before. Then, of course, Stray, a neon-drenched adventure game where you can explore a cyber city as a cat. Also, Maquette, a love story told within a first-person puzzle game that plays with size and perspective. And The Artful Escape of Francis Vendetti, a side-scrolling, head-banging rock adventure, where you're tasked with helping Francis find his stage persona ahead of his first performance. And finally, Chorus, a dark and deadly space combat shooter, where you play as deadly warrior Nara. So, those were some of the games we're most looking forward to in 2021. Let us know in the comments which games you're itching to play, and if you enjoyed, please give this video a like. For more videos all about our favourite games, subscribe to Logitech G and hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload.